Hi, I'm Dan Plord. I'm the CEO of Intelli, a healthcare interoperability and data integration platform. I've worked in healthcare for about 10 years now, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about the path of starting a health tech or digital health company. When thinking about starting a health tech or digital health company, there's different phases of maturation throughout the process. In each one of those phases, integration with client systems and other healthcare technology systems is very critical. The first step is really a build and validation stage. So this is really when you're developing your MVP, your minimally viable product, or MVE, minimally viable experience. And you're putting a lot of investment into product design and development. And your focus is really on acquiring your first customers and gaining market validation. At this point, you're typically really cost conscious and just trying to kind of get a soft validation that this idea is going to work, and then move into a growth and scaling stage, which is really the second stage of a health tech company in any company. So at this point, you've gotten that soft validation. You're looking at acquiring and diversifying your customer base, and you're putting more of an investment into those growth initiatives of implementation and support, client success, increasing sales and market footprint. So you're scaling quickly. Your focus is around capturing market share as fast as possible. And then finally, you have the maturation stage, the mature stage of a company, which is kind of the typical S pattern, the flat line. At that point, you've kind of made it. So today we'll focus on the build and validate and growth and scaling stages and how integration plays a role in that. So during the build and validate stage, the first stage of the company, you're trying to define your product value, which is where integration becomes very important. At this point, you have one or several systems. The first customers are likely very challenging, and they're looking to add your product, see the benefit that your product provides with minimal disruption to their existing workflows and systems. So one of the ways to deliver product value without having to go through these painful steps is to have an integrated solution. So if you have a customer using a specific solution, your product can integrate and exchange data with that customer's solution very seamlessly, which allows them to implement your solution without having to do a big implementation. You definitely don't have to rip and replace anything. So it's important to think about the architecture of your product integration capabilities really from the inception of your company and your design and ideation stages, and think about the cost impact to you to develop that. Think about the cost impact if you don't develop that with your customers, and then think about the security and how you're ensuring that the customer's data is going to be protected as it exchanges between your product and system and their systems. So after the build and validate stage, of a health tech or digital health startup, you move into the growth and scaling stage. So this is where you're continuing to create value for customers. You're maturing your product offering, and you're trying to expand your customer base. So you're trying to balance immediate customer requests with new capabilities and R&D efforts with your product. You want to enter new markets and new segments and obviously expand your footprint in addressable market. So customer acquisition grows quickly during this stage. And with that, your integration requests grow quickly. New customers have new systems, and those new systems need to integrate with your product. You need to have a solution for that. At this point, you probably have a very diverse set of customer systems, and creating a strategy around that can encompass building something in-house, which is typically an extensive effort, and kind of almost another solution within your solution, or finding a solution that's available in the market which can provides that turnkey integration capability, where you can connect to that service, and that service can then connect to many different client systems and standardized data across. So that helps with your rapid expansion in your product integration capabilities. It reduces your operational and development strain, and it increases the speed at which you can implement, deliver, and support your product with your customers. We've helped a number of companies in the build and validation stage of their healthcare technology startup. We recently worked with a company who developed a scheduling application. That scheduling application needed to integrate with customers' EMRs and scheduling solutions. So they were able to use a turnkey solution and avoid developing any of their own software to integrate with the customer system. And they reduced their cost and obviously reduced the friction in implementing that. and got their product validation done a lot quicker than they would have if they had to develop their own integration solution between their new product and their customer systems. We've also helped a number of companies in the growth and scaling stages of their company. We recently worked with a company who was integrated with Epic. It wanted to expand and integrate with Cerner, Athena, and a number of other EMRs. So in-house, they had developed their own integration capabilities with Epic, but these integration capabilities did not provide kind of a hub and spoke model that allowed them to integrate with many new additional customer systems and EMRs. So by using a turnkey solution, they were able to make a single point of connection, which opened up the door to connect to Cerner, Athena, MedHost, and all the other EMRs that they wanted to connect to during their market expansion. It didn't require them to develop or refactor their existing integration capabilities in their product, but rather they were able to purchase and buy a solution that enabled them to expand their market footprint and increase their customer base. I hope you found this discussion about the different stages of a health tech and digital health startup helpful today. Those turnkey integration solutions that I've been mentioning, our team at Intelli as a no-code data interoperability and integration platform. So as you're starting to think about your integration capabilities for your own product in your journey, feel free to reach out to me or anybody else on my team at Intelli.io. Again, my name is Dan. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you on the next one.